Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fox Blue and Spider-Ham podcast. This is the podcast show where we talk about things. These videos are designed to just be played in the background while you're studying or preparing for your GCSEs or doing whatever else people do. Put us on in the background, try to relax, and we're just gonna have some pure, random, childlike whimsy while telling you stories of our stupidity. Yay.
Yes.
This is a great channel.
Channel.
In
Channel
this
has
episode,
only had one post, but you know.
I can't really hear you very well. We need to be closer to the mic.
Yeah, this is the closest I can get, man.
Oh, all right. How many subscribers do we have at the time of recording this? We have 18. That's actually not too bad. Hey Bell Animations has 55. Hey Bell Animations has 55, which is pretty cool. We've got 2 videos so far. We got Welcome to Our Channel and Our Origin Stories. They both have like 10 and 36 views. This is probably our least subscribed to channel out of all of us, but that's fine. We believe we can make it better. In this episode, we're going to talk about funny and stupid stories from our childhoods or at any other point, because, you know, not everything funny happens or stupid happens to you when you're a kid, but definitely a lot of it does. So Spider-Ham, I recently made a video, and I don't know if it's going to be out by the time of recording this.
Videos?
Yeah, I do make videos, actually. I know, it's crazy. I made a video recently that was an animated video about my funniest stories, and so probably a lot of these that I'll tell you will hear again when the animation releases. It probably hasn't released by the time this video is going to be uploaded. So I have a lot of funny stories that I've shared already, or I'm going to share soon. But so Rory, I think you should go first, and we can see what do you have to say. What are your funny / embarrassing stories? Go for it, Spider-Ham. You're listening to Fox Blue and Spider-Ham podcasts.
So basically, a few days ago, I'm casually just relaxing, doing my thing. Sucking. No, that's not mine.
You can hear those air horns, right?
And I get the magical fun of just having 5 people text me at once. So I'm trying to message them all at the same time, and then one of them says they're going to confess their love to someone. Yes. I beg them not to, which didn't
Why
work.
not? That's mean. You should allow your friends to.
The main reason I don't think that person even likes her in the slightest.
Oh, okay. All right, maybe. Yeah. No comment.
They asked this person out, and we got horribly rejected, and yelled at me about it because apparently this was my fault.
That's ridiculous. And okay, that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have the problem with getting texted by like loads of people at the same time because I don't have many people in my contacts, and I also don't have my phone with me a lot of the time. So I've never been like bing 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 getting texted by multiple people at the same time and having to stress and reply to them. But I can imagine that is very, very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man, yes, very awkward.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any stupid things that I've done. There was this one time. This is more of like a funny and slightly crazy story from my school, which you know about my school, Spider-Ham, and you know that my primary school was an absolute. I want to say some words that I can't say right now. It was bad.
Lovely.
And you know it, right? It was bad. Like,
it was bad. It was really bad.
It was not good. I was not happy there. I beat it somehow, passed through it, and now I'm doing my GCSEs. I'm stuff. I'm super cool. Yeah, I beat school.
Lovely.
And now I got to beat my maths, English, science, philosophy, or whatever it's called, psychology, computer science, and all those. Anyway, so one time I was at school, and since you've heard a lot about my school, you know that they had some really, really stupid rules that didn't make that much sense, that were very severely punished when they really shouldn't have been. And an example of one of those was in year 2. Every water bottle in the class, because kids brought in water bottles, because obviously they did, because we need hydration, 8 glasses of water a day. But usually in most schools they'd let you put your water bottles in your bag, have your bag with you, and then when you need a drink in class, you can just get it out, have a little drink, put it back, and then continue listening to the lesson. It's not that disruptive to drink water in class, like, honestly.
It's extremely disruptive. Everyone gets distracted by your water.
Are you sure? What kind of school did you go to?
My school's horrid. Help me.
Oh dear.
I got told off for wearing my bag inside the other day.
You're wearing your bag inside?
Yes.
Where are you supposed to put it then if you're not wearing it?
I don't know.
In your locker, I guess, but that's I thought bags were built for the explicit purpose of allowing students to carry things throughout the school.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's very stupid.
Yeah. Sounds absolutely horrible. We both went to very bad schools.
I still go to bad school.
Yes, you do. Unfortunately, I go to a better school now, but sometimes I wish I could just save you from your school and bring you to mine, but I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
So anyway, they had all the water bottles in year 2 outside of the classroom in these 2 big crates, right? And they were full of your water bottles, and you would only be allowed to drink from the water bottles when it was break time or lunchtime. There were only 2 breaks a day. You had a 10-minute break in the morning after the first lesson, and then you had a lunch break that was 1 hour. Half an hour to eat your lunch, and then half an hour to go outside and touch some grass. I don't know what you're doing in the background, but I remember some noise like.
Lovely.
Anyway, so when it was break and lunchtime, that was when you'd be allowed to go outside, go outside the classroom, not outside, grab your water bottle from the crate, and then quench your thirst, which was obviously very necessary, and students need hydration. And I one time got really thirsty during class. Like, I hadn't I hadn't drunk any water for like most of the day. I was really thirsty. Obviously, in that scenario, you need to drink some water because water's good for you. So what I did was I had to go to the bathroom, and then I did. And then when I got back to class, there was this other kid there who I won't say his name, but this guy was pretty annoying. His name began with an O. I'm not going to elaborate on that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, but I'm calling me.
Oh, that's fine. There's going to be no cuts in this video, by the way, so anything you say is just going to be in it.
Lovely.
Anyway, so me and O, I'll just call him that, were outside the classroom, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I need some water," and he was like, "Don't, man. If you drink from that, it's not break time or lunchtime." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I don't freaking care, man. Like, at schools, they should allow us to drink our water. It's good for us. If we don't have water, then you go and then you die." So I just started drinking some of my water because I was so thirsty, and then the teacher saw us both from out. Well, they saw me from outside the classroom door, and they saw poor old O just standing there next to me nervously after warning me to not drink that, and they sent both of us to stay in at the next break time. Even though O did nothing wrong, and I felt really bad because I had to sit right next to him in the thing, and he just wouldn't talk to me, and I was like, "I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I did that." But seriously, it was a drink of water. I feel like it shouldn't be that punished, but whatever. I don't know how to run a school. What do you think? I've got
Just
got my mum's guy in the house right now. I'm not gonna say his name. What do you think? Just shout across the room and.
He's stupid.
I'm wondering what this person's talking about and if his name's Orange. He says his name was not Orange. Do you think that's crazy that like we're not allowed water at break or lunch, and then I got in trouble for drinking it outside of break or lunch? He says it's ridiculous. You have to go and eat your dinner.
Yes, I do.
Oh, well, that's poorly timed.
Yes, that is horribly timed.
All right. We'll stop the recording and then we'll do some more recording of this episode when he gets back.
Yep.
Alright, insert natural breakpoint here. Play some cool music or something.
Nice.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's a new day. We're back in the podcast where we talk about stuff. And Rory, aka Spider-Ham, it is now your turn to say some stuff. So, if you can think of any story you had that was funny, you did something funny, or something funny happened to you that was really embarrassing for you, or just anything that the viewers will find entertaining, or the listeners, I should say.
So, a few, not actually, like a year ago now,
Yes.
we had gone down. Me and my stepsister had gone down to a shop, a charity shop. We had bought this record player.
Yeah.
So
Nice retro
what
track.
I decided, what I decided to do is I thought I may as well buy some records in the other charity shop down the road. So we were walking down there, holding the record player. We got to the charity shop, and this sweet old lady looked
Yes.
us in the eyes and asked, "Oh, is that for donations?" We both stood
Uh-oh.
there extremely awkwardly, being like, "No, we just bought that down the road." And
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling we just crushed her soul.
That is really embarrassing.
Yeah.
For some reason, that reminds me of. Do you know Jaden Animations?
Yeah.
I'm a big Jaden Animations fan, and she had a thing once, I think in her newest video. I don't mean to give unpaid shoutouts to other YouTubers, but Jaden went to like this park for this Japanese character that she absolutely loves, and bought a bunch of stuff for all of her friends, and then her friends like aunts came round, like these sweet Japanese ladies who didn't speak any English, and they saw her with an absolute pile of stuff that she all got for their friends, but they thought it was all for her, and since she couldn't speak Japanese, she couldn't explain that it was for her friends. So they all just walked in on the most obsessive display of greed they'd ever seen from
Yeah,
this
that's
person's
upsetting.
from their niece's friend that they were meeting for the first time.
Oof.
Yeah, very oof. But that is not something that happened to me, so I'm gonna stop talking about it.
Yeah.
So ice cream sandwich uploaded.
Yeah, lovely.
Anyway, so I guess it's my turn for a stupid story then. I don't know, sometimes it's hard to just think of stuff on the spot, especially when you're pressured because this video isn't edited like 0%. So if we take really long pauses, those really long pauses are gonna be in the video.
Yeah, that would be awkward.
Very awkward. I think that's what we're doing right now. I'm stalling.
Yeah, you are stalling. Stop stalling.
Okay, I'll try and think of something.
You're angering the YouTube gods.
I'm sorry. Look, we'll pause the OBS recording and then I'll resume it when I thought of something. Okay, I thought of a funny story, and I'm gonna share it now. So this one time I did tell this in the animated video, but I don't think the animated video is going to release by the time this video is out. In fact, it almost certainly will not. About my funny stories, but this one was just exceptionally good. And I guess you could count it as slightly embarrassing, but mostly for my family and not for me. So this was quite a few years ago when we went on holiday to Dorset, and we stayed in this nice house, and it was a wattle and daub house, which you know what wattle and daub is, don't you?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, who are listening to this, it's a mixture of wood, straw, and horse excrement, which is slightly disgusting when you say it out loud, but like, that's just how people back in the day build their houses. And what did you just say?
I don't know.
You need to be a bit closer to the mic, man. You're going.
Doing stuff whilst on the call, so doing a mixture of multitasking.
I love having a soundboard.
I think if my soundboard's muted, so I can't actually hear anything on the soundboards because my
Oh,
friend used to spam it on calls.
Oh, oh. Anyway, so we had this Wootton house, and this posh lady who I think she owned it was like showing us around, and then my grandma who was there. It was me, and I was like 5 years old. It was my grandma. It was my granddad. It was my mum. I don't know if it was anyone else, but definitely those people. And this posh lady was explaining stuff about the house, and I think my grandma asked, "And what about the architecture and the structure of the house?" And the posh lady, because posh people swear a lot in Britain, said, "Oh yes, the walls, they're made of and I won't say the word obviously because we're family friendly, but the not
I'm not.
nice word begins with an SH, and I was there in my 5-year-old innocent glory listening to the conversation, and
God.
I did not notice, amazingly, somehow. I don't know how. I didn't learn that word until years later when I read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and in the middle of the night it called out, "Hey, Mum, yeah, what does bull beep mean?"
And then you became friends with me, and you heard every single swear humanly possible.
Yes, I did.
Just so lovely and wholesome.
But that was so good that she just didn't notice that I was there, and I had no idea. I was just a picture of pure childlike innocence, and I did not let that word interfere with my brain. I was just like, yeah, meh. I wasn't really listening because it was all boring. But oh my gosh, my family were panicking over she might have just taught me a no word. She hadn't. There you go. That's my funny story. I think we can probably fit in like one more from you and then one more from me.
I
So,
have a really, really awkward one.
all right. Lay it
So,
on me, bud.
my school has this place called the day room,
Oh
where you
yes.
basically kind of sit with your
So
friend
does
and kind of
so did my old
like,
one. Was that Durham's?
yes, something like that. But so me and my friends, we're kind of chilling there, messing around. I yell, "Holy, what are you doing?" And then the
Yes.
entire room silences,
Why
including
why
the
did you
head
yell that?
who was in because it was
Sorry.
already a loud room, and the headmistress who was already in the room slowly turned to me and my friends.
Oh.
But my friends who would all decide to sit on each other's laps and
Oh.
see if they could break the sofa.
Oh. Interesting. So
Yep,
your friends are being weird and zesty, and then you're like, "What the beep are you
I
doing?"
yelled, "What the
And
hell are you doing?"
and everyone
And
went
then
quiet, and then the headmistress was there.
stared at them like bullets. It was horrid.
Oh my goodness, that sounds like absolute pain.
Very much so.
Well, that's fine by me, because I don't swear, so I never have to deal with stuff like that. Well, maybe I do occasionally, but like, not in public,
Yes.
not at school.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway,
Yeah, that was good. Very embarrassing. I got some nice second-hand embarrassment for you there, because stuff like that does happen, and it's very annoying.
yeah. Yeah.
Lastly, I have a story here. Um, and this is more of like an awkward truth that I have to share now. It's been many years. I don't know if any of my friends from my primary school watch this channel. In fact, I'd be willing to bet that none of them do. But if they do, sorry guys, this is me coming clean finally. It was show and tell at one time because we did that at our school because we were weird and quirky. And I decided to show off this game that, looking back on it, I was being an idiot because I didn't make the game. I just thought it was cool. And it's called Breathing Simulator 2, which is on Scratch. It's a Scratch game, absolutely fantastic. It's like a choice game thing. Um, it's amazing. I will definitely play it at some point on my channel. But I just showed it, and because in show and tell is supposed to show something that you made, but I didn't understand that because it had only just been introduced and I was still in like year 4. I showed it, and since I'd already told people that like, yeah, I do coding, they all thought that I'd made it, and I didn't. And somehow I wasn't clear enough that I didn't, and so everyone just thought I was some coding genius all of a sudden who'd made Breathing Simulator 2, which was cool, but I didn't.
Love that.
And I tried to like just be like, oh yeah, I did, because I feel like it would have been too awkward to say no.
Yeah, that would have been extremely awkward to say no.
Yeah, so we kind of just kept up the charade like the entire time I was at school, like the whole time. This was in like year 4, and somehow I never told my friends that I didn't make it. And
Oh no.
the actual part of the story comes up when, by some astronomical chance, I don't know how to say that word. It's like phenomenon. I don't know how to say that. Phenomenon. Fidobidob. Fidobidob. We were like having lunch on one of the desks in the lunch hall, which was one of the coolest places of my childhood. Now I'm reminiscing on it. I love being at the lunch hall with my pals. But like there was this new kid who was part of the younger group, but came to sit with us because he thought we were cool, and we were like, yeah, who are I to deny this?
God, if you only knew how uncool you were.
Okay.
Wish I could go back and warn the child.
Yes, I am very
Young man,
uncool.
you are not going to go sit with cool people. You are going to sit with a very strange person.
You're going to sit with a weird, nerdy guy. I don't know.
Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Yes, whatever. And by some astronomical chance, he'd heard of Scratch, and his favorite game was frickin' Breathing Simulator 2. And he started talking about it, and I was like, oh my frickin' gosh. And I had to quickly silence this poor child before he accidentally told my friends that I didn't make it because I knew they were all going to say something about that. And it was so awkward, the interaction of me whispering into this kid's ear that you should stop talking about that and not explaining why, when all my friends could clearly see that I was doing that and were very confused as to why. And then I just like got onto a different table and never talked about that again. But that was an incredibly stressful and awkward experience of my life, and I will not forget that for as long as I
Yeah,
live.
fair enough.
That's all I think I have in the tank for funny / embarrassing
Random
/ stupid
question,
stories.
random thing. So I'm multitask. You know how I've been multitasking this year?
Yes.
Basically what I've been multitasking is I have just booted up my computer.
Ooh. Yeah, for
So
those
I've
of you
turned on
who
my
don't know, who are listening to this, Rory is building his own PC, and since this is a podcast, we can't actually see it, but he is screen sharing me his video on Discord right now.
I'll show it for you real quick.
His cool
but
hair. He's got this
it
like
does look like a
frame.
bomb.
Yeah, it looks like a bomb. It's covered in wires and devices and stuff. It has no case.
I've got the case. I need
Yeah,
to put
it
the case
literally
on.
looks like a bomb with hundreds and hundreds of wires and parts and things strung together. But he's just plugged it into his monitor and turned it on, which is really cool. So Rory
also
builds a lot
means
of
that-
stuff. He's super
Can we just
cool,
say? I
and he
just want
builds
to say,
things. Oh,
crazy thing. This is my first time booting this computer up, and it worked first time, which is usually quite rare.
that is insane. That's like when my code works the first time, which it never does.
Random thing. I just realised on my face I have a spot where I shaved.
Awkward. I wish the people could see what you're doing right now, but podcasts don't have visuals. That's pretty cool. Slightly off topic, but you know, whatever. I don't care. That's awesome. I wish you good luck with doing that, and I hope that we can make Minecraft videos soon with that on Java. Someone actually suggested that we should do a manhunt soon, which I thought was quite a cool idea. I think he's frozen. Okay, it looks like my internet has gone because I have absolutely awful internet that just drops out at the most awkward points, and it seems we've disconnected. But thank you all for listening. I've just got this awkward photo of Rory that is frozen on my screen because there is zero internet. I guess we're gonna go now. Sorry that Rory can't be here to end it, but see you guys in the next video or the next podcast. Goodbye. Thank you for listening to Fox and Blue and Spider Ham podcasts. If you enjoyed, then you should subscribe, or else. See you all in the next video, and goodbye.